Hello dear students and welcome to Genesis. आज के इस क्लास में we are going to discuss cross pollination. We already know that cross pollination involves two different plants and there will be transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower belonging to one plant to the stigma of another flower belonging to another plant, provided they both are of same species. Now just like हमने self pollination में पढ़ा था कि it is mostly shown by clistogamous flower, cross pollination is mainly shown by chasmogamous flower. That means those flowers which remain open, as a result of which they can very easily take pollen grain and give pollen grains to other flowers. इसके examples हैं hibiscus and oxalis. Just like in self pollination हमने advantages and disadvantages पढ़े थे, even cross pollination के कुछ advantages and disadvantages हैं. So let us quickly study that. Under advantages, the first advantage is the offsprings are healthier. Why? Because there is combination of genetic material. So यहाँ जो offsprings produce होते हैं and the seeds that are produced, they are much healthier. Second point, the seeds are of good quality, they are viable and they are abundant. And the third point, new varieties. Obviously क्योंकि यहाँ genetic combination हो पाता है, there are two different plants involved, so यहाँ हमें variety दिखता है. Now what are the disadvantages, if at all there are any? Then number one is pollination is not always certain. हमें पता है कि here the pollen grains will have to be carried from one plant to another, so यहाँ chances of fertilization थोड़े कम हो जाते हैं because these pollen grains, they may get destroyed on their way from one plant to another. Second point is wastage of pollen grain. इस कारण plant बहुत ज़्यादा pollen grain produce करता है, so there is wastage of pollen grain. And last, it is uneconomical for the plant because we already know since it is cross pollination, they will need pollinating agents. So to attract these pollinating agents, they have to be large, these flowers, and they have to be brightly colored. इसमें बहुत energy waste हो जाता है. So all in all, this process may have several advantages, बहुत ही ज़्यादा, लेकिन there are few disadvantages also. So now let's understand the difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination. See, in case of self-pollination, the transfer of pollen grain is within the same plant. It may be within the same flower or maybe between two flowers but on the same plant. On the other hand, in case of cross-pollination, the transfer of pollen grain is between two different plants. Next is, there are no agents required in case of self-pollination, but in case of cross-pollination, agents are mandatory. Third, the female and the male part in case of self-pollination will have to mature at the same time, which is known as homogamy, but in case of cross pollination they may mature at different times. Fourth point, this is mostly shown in clistogamous condition where the flower is not opening up, whereas in case of cross pollination chasmogamous condition is essential. Then in this case the parental characters are absolutely preserved, but in this they are not preserved. And in self pollination no new varieties are produced, but in cross pollination new varieties are produced. चलो नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड कि ये जो फ्लावर्स हैं ये अपने में कौन से कंडीशंस डेवलप करते हैं टू प्रोमोट क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. रिमेंबर वन थिंग, नेचर ऑलवेज लव्स वैरायटी, तो नेचर हमेशा क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन को ही पसंद करेगा. सो द फ्लावर्स हैव आल्सो मैन्यूवर्ड सम मेथड बाय विच वो सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन को रोक सकते हैं. नंबर वन, यूनिसेक्सुअलिटी. द फ्लावर्स आर यूनिसेक्सुअल. अगर यूनिसेक्सुअल है तो कभी भी सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन हो ही नहीं सकता है. सो येस, ऑफ कोर्स देयर आर चांसेस कि यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर्स में अगर वो दोनों यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर्स सेम प्लांट में born है, then there are chances of self pollination, but otherwise अगर वो दो separate plant में है then that will lead to cross pollination. The second concept is called dichogamy. ये homogamy का reverse है. Here the male and the female part of the flower will not mature simultaneously. या तो male part पहले develop होगा या तो female part. If male part as in the anther develops or matures before the stigma, तो हम उसे कहते हैं protandry. इसके examples है ladyfinger, sweet pea, salvia and sunflower. On the other hand, if the female part, that's in the stigma, develops prior to the development of the anther, तो उसे कहा जाता है protogyny. इसके examples है custard apple and people. The third condition is self-sterility. Self-sterility मतलब अगर यहाँ pollen grain of the same flower stigma के ऊपर आके settle भी हो जाता है तो भी it is not going to cause any fertilization because the flower will not allow the pollen grain to grow. ऐसे conditions को sterility कहा जाता है, जिसके examples है ray floret of sunflower and orchid. The next is known as hercogamy. See, in hercogamy there will be a mechanical barrier, एक lid की तरह on the surface of the stigma, and this mechanical barrier will never allow pollen grains to come in contact with the stigma. लेकिन कौन से pollen grain? वो pollen grain जो उसी flower के हैं. अगर दूसरे किसी plant से pollen grain आता है of the same species, तब ये mechanical barrier किसी तरह का hindrance नहीं cause करेगा. So hercogamy is a method मेथड बाय विच फ्लावर कोशिश करता है क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन को प्रमोट करने की. एग्जाम्पल पैंसी एंड आइरिस. एंड लास्ट है हेट्रोस्टाइली. यहाँ पे द एंथर एंड द स्टिग्मा विल बी ऑफ डिफरेंट हाइट. एक ऐसा कंडीशन हो सकता है फ्लावर में जहाँ पे जो स्टिग्मा है उससे जो एंथर बनेगा इट इज वे टॉलर. इसमें भी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. अनदर कंडीशन कैन देयर बी वेयर द स्टिग्मा इज वे टॉलर देन द एंथर. इन बोथ द केसेस क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन फेवर्ड होगा, सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन नहीं होने वाला है. सो विद दिस वी हैव फिनिश्ड टुडेज क्लास. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोसीड विद द चैप्टर. मीनवाइल कीप रिवाइजिंग. Like I always say, post your doubt, and if you have liked my channel then definitely subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you.